What if pain and patience were the only form of currency you could have used to pay for your dreams? How much money would you have in your bank account to show for? Now, I'm not saying it to promote pain. I'm saying it to give pain meaning. You must give this pain meaning. Pain is an inevitable part of life and growth. We have to have it. It's the prerequisite also for a change. We have to have it. And this pain comes from taking responsibility and accountability for everything in our life. We see things for what they are and we act accordingly. People who shy away from responsibility and accountability will never, ever grow in their life. I'm Coach Paz Goldman. In today's session, I want to talk to you about pain, how to alchemize it, and how to understand it on a deep level, plus patience. Patience, these are currencies. When you treat them as such, they become assets instead of liability. Every time I feel pain, every time I feel that I'm impatient, I just sit and I said, I am working on my bank account. I'm working on my vibrational bank account. You are vibrationally storing energy. When you take this pain and you alchemize it and you take actions with patience, oof, what a lethal combination it is. It's lethal combination, and people oftentimes overlook this lethal combination, and they think, I can slack here, slack there. This is not that bad, and they actually try to minimize pain, and they try to push pain away, avoid the pain. And what happens when you avoid pain for a long period of time? You start developing a mental disorder, which we all know to be neurosis. Pain avoidance will create at some point neurosis. Your brain receptors will be so weak for pain that when pain arrives, you just completely ignore it, suppress it automatically. It's an automatic mechanism that will kick in, suppressing it and shut down, and your system shutting down. This is when people experience something dramatic or traumatic in their life, and they immediately go into shutdown mode. They don't even try to elevate above that because they cannot. They don't feel it. They don't have the necessary brain capacities due to the fact that they avoided pain for so long. Their brain receptors for pain are very weak. Their stress tolerance is at the bottom of the pyramid, of the intellectual pyramid. This is why I'm telling you, lean into pain. Run towards it. Do you know the story about the buffalo? I love that. I heard it and I was like, God damn, I'm getting a buffalo tattoo. The buffalo, it's a very wise animal. What it does is when they sense that a storm is coming, when they see all the other animals just run away from the storm, they're wise. They're running towards the storm because they realize that if they run towards the storm, they realize that they cannot avoid the storm. So they run towards it. They know that if they run towards it, they will have better chances of beating it and overcoming it and move past that quicker. So they run towards it. And I love this mindset, and I adopt the buffalo mindset. And if you're adopting the buffalo mindset, drop buffalo emoji. So I know that you got this. I know it's hard to find the buffalo emoji, but just put an animal or whatever you want. In either case, the buffalo mindset is running towards pain. How do you run towards pain? There is inevitable pain and inevitable challenges that life just brings you. And there is the pain that you choose. I like to choose my pain. I say to God, you don't need to test me. You don't need to, bring me pain. I got this. I will maintain the level of pain necessary for my growth. No worries. So what I do, I wake up when I don't want to wake up in a very uncomfortable hour. Very uncomfortable. Right now, I wake up in different times because I go to sleep at different times. So now I'm going to sleep sometimes at 1 a.m. and I used to wake up at 3. So usually I will wake up about 6 or 7 hours after. I used to go to sleep very late and wake up very early. I used to sleep like 3-4 hours a night, but it started to really fuck with my body. And I said, you know what? I can do this. but I'm not trying to be a hero and just prove that I can sleep very little and still be a high performer. I am working out every day. I'm doing a lot of stuff. So I decided that I will give my body minimum of between 6 to 8 hours a day. Now, in either case, I will wake up at a time that I don't want to wake up. I will wake up even after 6 or 7 hours, like I said. I will try to push myself as much as I can to make myself feel uncomfortable. Number one. Number two, when I wake up, I get up. Cold shower. Done deal. And I will not do the things that I want to do, but I will do the things that I need to do. So I lean into pain and create discomfort for myself. And patience is where when I feel that I really want to do something, instead of doing it right away, and it's usually impulses that try to minimize and try to avoid certain emotional pain or mental discomfort. So what I do if I want to, let's say I'm stressed and I want to scroll. No, 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 no. I put timer 20 minutes and then I said, if I still want to check my social media or whatever, I give myself 20 minutes. And I see the urge diminish very quickly. So you will have impulses, but make sure that you follow this formula to create patience in your life. Impulse does not lead to action, because if you are impulsive and you take action when you're impulsive, it turns into impulsion, compulsion, addiction, personality, and then you're completely fucked. So every time you have an impulse, don't act on the impulse. Put timer and let it sit. If I want to eat chocolate, if I want to eat like whatever, things that are impulsive, I will put a timer and I will sit and I will create this routine of patience so I don't take impulsive actions so they turn into compulsion and addiction and then into my personality. I create a personality that is patient. And this is the number one thing to do. Patience, there are many different ways, but this is the top way to build patience in your life. So there you have it. I hope that this video helped you to understand a few things about yourself that you never realized before. Now take this and elevate your life to the max capacity. Love you guys. I'll see you again in the next one.